Thank you. And now here on the main stage, I will have from silos to synergy with Natalia, Marta, and Remik. We will have two parallel sessions now also happening, with one of them being the reach the full potential of Kanban in the whole supply chain with digitalization with Francesco, and also a parallel session, the boring principles that will make you rethink your lean strategy with Marek, happening also in parallel. So I will leave you guys here with Remik, Marta, and Natalia here on the main stage. See you soon.
Yes. So hello, I hope you hear us. Greetings from Poland. We are happy to join this big event. And today I'm very happy that Natalia and Marta join us and share with us their experience, because important part of lean transformation is developing skills like problem-solving skills. It's not easy, especially in big companies. So I think it is very interesting to hear how in Kruk, reasonably big company, they solve this problem. So Natalia and Marta, the virtual floor is yours.
Thank you, Remik. Hello, guys. Welcome, everyone. I'm Marta.
I'm Natalia. Hello.
And today we have a topic from silos to synergy. So how actually break silos in companies through building the competences. So let's start.
And today we want to talk about how to build the synergy among the organization, thanks to building the very interdisciplinary teams who might be guardians of galaxy.
But first of all, we need to answer the question, why do we need break silos and why do we need building competences? So together with Natalia, we are representing Kruk Group, which is a financial company spread all over the Europe, having almost over 3,500 people there. And we have a lot of really talented people, a lot of competences in the company, but they are actually hidden in their departments, in the silos. And we usually rely on heroes, on individuals having great competences. So the challenge for us is how to actually break the silos and bring people together to exchange the knowledge and use the competences to have autonomous teams and achieving goals. And to speak also about the competences, we need to go to the company's strategy, to the group strategy. And of course, our business goal is to develop and scale the operations, to have investment excellence, to have operational excellence, as well to do optimization, automations, and to digitalize our processes. Using, of course, lean and digital transformation, using way of working, which we mean lean and agile under this topic. And for that, for achieving the business goals, we need to engage people and spread the competences, not rely on the heroes in the silos, but to actually give the teams independence.
So a couple of years ago, we were thinking how to create the synergy, how to transfer effectively the competences, the knowledge, skills, and the attitudes through systematic way. So we create some idea which we would like to share today with you. So the idea comes from world-class manufacturing, and I think this lean global connection is about adaptation. So we adapt the system from manufacturing into the service. And let me tell you something. I think you are familiar with WCM, but let me tell you some few information about this concept. And this is a concept based on 4-0 and 100% of engagement. So 4-0 means 0 downtimes, 0 waste, 0 failures, 0 inventory. So this is all about world-class manufacturing. And this is 100 of engagement is is possible thanks to something which is called pillars. Pillars are teams who are interdisciplinary teams. So they gather people all around the organization from different departments, and they call each other a pillar who is dedicated to help the business to achieve those goals. And we adapt this concept into our service company, and you will see in a second how we did it.
So WCM in service company and services. So we had to define the competences that will be useful for us, that will support our objectives, and are adjusted also to modern world, to modern business. And those competences, the strategic competences, are of course problem solving and critical thinking. It's data handling and working on data in general, low code, no code, also Hoshinkanri and management system, which is also very important. Agile mapping processes, mapping value streams, and so on. So those are the competences, the universal competences, strategic ones that will support our organization, our objectives. After defining those competences, we invited people from whole organization, from different departments, from different levels. So specialists, managers, it doesn't matter which department, which level of the company you are. People were invited to build, we call it guilds. So the teams, the cross-department teams gathered around the competences. And currently, we have a few working guilds, starting from continuous improvement, which focuses on problem solving, also data handling and process intelligence, people learning and exchanging knowledge about SQL, Excel, Power BI, whatever is connected with the data actually. Also Hoshinkanri and management system, a bit of new technology, which is RPA. We're starting that. And in next year, we are planning to open 2 more. So this is a Polish branch of Kruk Group approaching the breaking silos, exchanging competences, and bringing people together. And how the guilds work. So of course you have some business goals you need to achieve, your annual or quarterly objectives. And to be autonomous, independent team, to be able to actually solve every task that you are assigned, you need to have competences, and not to rely on those heroes, on those this one person specialized in something. That the business team can go to the guild and ask them, please provide the competence, teach us the competence that we need, so we can achieve the goal. Also, those guilds providing the mentoring program, the teaching the competences, work on actual business cases. So it's not a theory, it's not just one workshop, it's actually a systemic approach working on particular business problem that the team has. And through the guilds, you can have those strategic competences in each and every team, making them independent.
So let's take a close look on the guild, one of the guilds. So Marta mentioned that we were asking the people who want to participate to the pillars, which means we call it guilds or centers of excellence. But so in the guilds we have only enthusiasm of the programs, but the program. So we can say that we have volunteers in the program, but definitely we create this program quite in a formal way. So the sponsor is very on a high level. So the general manager is a sponsor of this program, and each guild has a leader who is responsible for coordination of the activities and for transferring the competences into the organization, which we call community. So here are four examples, visualization of the product, which I will tell you something more in few seconds, but I definitely this is something that we are very proud of, that we create, we develop people through mentoring program, which is my favorite one. And the standards where each guild creates standards. So the best way how to use techniques, method, and some kind of methodology in example of problem solving. I will show you some examples. Something more, they gather together so they can share and exchange the best practices of using these tools and techniques, and something which cannot be for sure forgotten. I think the biggest product of these guilds is a collaboration between those people who from time to time might never met because of they only works in their own departments. The collaboration within the guilds creates the very good society of the people.
We have actually people who work in a company for 15 years, for example, and they told us that before joining the guild, they didn't know like half of the people. So the impression is like, I'm joining new company because I'm meeting a lot of people from different departments, from different business lines, and share the knowledge. And this is something new, something exciting as well, business-wise and also social-wise. So this is my favorite product of the guilds.
So each guild creates their own level of competences, but this is standardized. Each guild define 4 levels of competences. Oh, thank you for the heart icon. Thank you very much.
We can't see you, but we see the heart.
I can. Yes. So 4 levels of competences: beginner, specialist, expert, and mentor. And it's easy to say, but we in guilds we defined what does mean that someone is on a beginner level, specialist, an expert, and a mentor. That's because thanks to that we know how we want to develop people, who needs this kind of level, the scope of the competences, and how we can create the training program for those people. So this is one of the example. Here you see 2 examples of checklist. On the left side, you can see the checklist for mentor. So we create the standard of mentoring. So mentor has a checklist, something with the list, things that you shouldn't forgotten during the cooperation with the mentee. So this is something about it. And on the right side is how to check the logic in 5 why analysis, which I'm pretty sure that you are very good, but it's not easy, isn't it?
Yes, it's kind of standard of the tool. So to calibrate people also, how do they use the tool?
Yes. And this is kind of quite a big scale product, because each guild creates e-learnings, webinars, laboratories, knowledge, and they are dedicated to each employee. And the knowledge platform, which you can see on the right side, is a platform who can be used by everyone who is interested in gaining the competences of which Marta mentioned in Lean and Agile program. So each e-learnings and webinars, and they are quite popular. I will show you more in the scale part. And last but not the least, I think my favorite, it is the example of a template. It's a visual template which was created by one of the guilds. It's a template dedicated for problem solving standards. So team gathers together online. We solve the problem online. and they define the program and the problem. They are checking together some kind of data. They go to Gemba and they write down on the postcards, post-it cards, they learnings as well, and the questions and answers. They are looking for the causes of the problem, and finally they are analyzing the root causes. So in service, I think we have much more wider 5 why analysis.
Yeah.
And they are planning the solutions. So this is one of the standard which was created by one of the guilds. Yes.
This is virtual standard, so it is in Miro. We have a lot of work, remote work. So
yes, we can see that you love it too.
Yeah, and this is the template which makes the job easier for the leaders of
Definitely,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
So
and the scale.
So numbers, I think they convince everyone. I hope we hope so, that you will be inspired by this case study. So 60 guardians, but of course, I mean 60 people who are the members members of the guilds, and just those 60 people can influence. They influence truly 20% of organization in Poland involved in they are involved in Center of Excellences, and over 350 we have opened development paths. So according to each level of the competence, and below, this is something I think a nice number as well. Below 8% a rotation of people in guilds. So someone who is joining this team doesn't want to go out, doesn't want to resign from this
Please be reminded,
team.
those people are volunteers, so no one like says you have to. They actually want to. So everyone watching us from the guild, so big kiss for this.
Yes, big kiss. And there's 2 more numbers. Over almost 800 participants were on the Center of Excellence webinars, which were created by people of the webinar. So over 800 people participate to those webinars, and over 900 people are assigned to e-learnings made by Center of Excellence. So
just to remind you the scale, so this is the Polish part of Kruk Group. So 1,600 almost people hired, and so almost over actually half of it already joined from 2020. Yes, the program, and we're still developing, adding more and more products to it. So you can actually break the silos and spread the competences through the organization. Yeah, and last but not least, to summarize today, those are actually people from some of the guilds. So as you can see, they enjoy themselves. And this is a proof that, yes, you can break silos in the company. You can work together. You can achieve synergy between people. And not only business-wise, so those people in the guilds and in the community working with guilds not only achieve very, very demanding business goals. We are ambitious, very ambitious. Not only help each other, not only teach and learn and develop the competences, but also, or maybe this is the most important, develop also relationships and sometimes even friendships. And this is something which is, you cannot value it enough. Like, it's not, for the rest you can pay with MasterCard, and this is something priceless, that those people can count on themselves, not only achieving business goals and helping within the teams, within the working days, but also they can count on themselves in private, in their personal
Yes,
life. So
and something which is funny, that on our last integration party, I recognize people from the guilds, not from the department which they are from, but they're from which guilds they are
Yeah.
from. So this is something funny I want to share, and I wish you all the best with breaking your silos in your companies, because it's worth it.
It's
I
worth
hope
it,
you
yeah.
are inspired
So,
by our case.
business is going actually better and people are happier. So thank you.
Thank
you
you.
guys. Any questions? So, because I believe we have time for it. I will stop the
Yes, we have questions actually. I'm not sure if you can open the
Yeah.
questions in the bottom. Yeah, there's first question from Ophelia.
Problem solving if you are doing the problem solving online.
Very good question.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Ophelia. In a moment, because I've read the second question. So shortly about Gemba, because we are servicing companies, so a lot of our processes are actually in the system. So just simply by showing your screen and observing what the employee is actually doing, you just see the process. Also by asking people just questions, are really good questions. On the template, you can you were able to see really detailed questions that help you catch the nuances as well. And also you can use, of course, tools and modern tools like process mining, task mining as well. But this is just additional thing to just simply speaking to people and asking them to show the process just by simply showing the screen.
Yes,
So,
and it works properly, because we are a huge fan of the Gemba.
And now Ophelia, so thank you, Ophelia, for your kind words. And how long did it take to you to form all the guilds? How did the employees who were used to working in silos take this new approach? So
we started in 2002. It was in February, so we
2020.
Yeah, 20 in 20. That makes a difference.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Yes, and we kick off free. At the moment, we have free guilds. And what was the other question?
How people took the new approach? They were working in silos.
I'm not sure if I understand well, but we started with only one guild, and when it gained to success, then we started to open another ones. So that, I think, was something that convinced others to join the squads.
I think it was also a kind of opportunity, because the first guild was continuous improvement, so problem solving, and we started from really good people that knew problem solving tools and techniques, and they wanted to calibrate between themselves, so exchange the knowledge and the experience. So they took it really well, because in our company people like to be engaged, and the process of building the community is like any other team. You just can build a team. Yes. There was also the question about the timeline. So the interesting part is that the first guild took I think 2 years to be established, because it was quite a good process. But the second guild, which was data handling and meaning process intelligence, it was like 4 months.
Exactly, much faster.
So each guild is faster, because we already know how to do it, and people are also interested. And also we ask managers, we ask specialists, we ask generally people, what do they need? So it's not a program that we invent, but we actually ask what is the need. So they are given the product that they want and need in their everyday life. Yes.
And I will choose another question. I don't know how much time do we have, Remik? Still
5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. So
still 6 minutes, so it's okay.
Okay, I like the question, which are with how many CEO are involved.
Yes, here, how much
How much involved is the leadership team? Yeah.
Oh, thank you to our board and our CEO and our director. It is important, yes,
They have
and
roles.
we are very lucky because our director and our board are very conscious about lean. They want people to develop competences. But of course, presenting the program, that you were presenting actually the benefits, yes?
Yes.
So you need to speak to the CEO and to the board with numbers and with the benefits. And about the engagement, we have celebrations in guilds. So
Yes.
our general director comes to the celebration, and generally top management comes to the celebrations when the people finish mentoring process. Yeah, so this is quite nice.
And this is something that might be also interesting. How did you get the support from the expert in education academia when you created the standard for mentor and mentee? So we have quite nice trainers from HR, and they help us to create something which we call the Train the Trainers program. So this is something that it's in basic, but something which we started about 2 years ago. We created some kind of meetings which we called Yokoten, like best practice sharing for mentors. So we gather once per month, and we are sharing the experiences. Thanks to that, we learn from each other, and thanks to that, we are better mentor from the lean company, from the lean competences for the mentee.
Yes, and if you work for a big company with a lot of people on board, just simply ask them, because, for example, we are a financial company, but we have some people with the education, like formal education, like educators or former teachers, for example. So just search for the talents, because I'm sure in big companies there are a lot of people with a lot of different talents and education proper. So you can find it internally as well, not necessarily external experts. Yes.
Let me tell you that I'm pretty sure that you will find out someone who is like a zealot of educational zealot. So, in example, I'm a zealot.
She is
and
crazy.
Yes, I all the time trying to share the experience. So I'm pretty sure that you will have such crazy people in your company as well.
I see a question about how to identify guilds within, how to identify guilds, and I understand the competences in an organization that is structured around functional silos or business units. So we are also structured around the functional silos and business units. So as we show you the comparison between WCM and our approach, go to the strategy, and we also spent a lot of time thinking, so which competences are crucial in modern world and they are right for the objectives, business objectives of the company, but also are kind of, I would say, universal. So not to open and close the guild like in 2 months, because it doesn't have sense. So you can go for external training. Yes. So we've searched externally as well. So, for example, critical thinking and problem solving is something that in era of digitalization and AI is very needed and will be very needed, but also it is needed to optimize the processes. So go to the strategy, go to the business goals, go to managers, go also to people, and simply ask them, what are you lacking in your everyday job? And they will tell you. So this is also kind of Gemba. Yes.
And this is the question which I can see. What was the main motivation to attain the guilds? Is there any additional gain, like money or something? Well, we are thinking about creating this program as quite more formalized, but it's
not about money.
It's not about money, but we are trying to to build the motivational level of the people according to creating a very good environment to develop within thanks to guilds.
So, for example, a motivation in process intelligence, so data handling guild is additional trainings, but very special trainings for that maybe people couldn't have in otherwise.
Hello.
Not about money.
Yes.
Hi, Chris.
Sorry, Marta, Natalia, Remik, we are really ending. The time is up. It's really fast. Please go to the lobby, share. A lot of people are sending messages there. So share there your experience. Continue in the event, please, in the platform. See you.
Thank you.
Okay. See you guys.
Okay.